Share screen. Okay, so reason why all but one table has a box with water on it is we are doing, thank you again, Addison and Ava. We're doing labs today and tomorrow. And I did not realize we were doing labs until yesterday afternoon when I came back here after my doctor appointment. And I was planning on making all those copies you see that are stacked up beside all the water bottles. I have more copies to make today. That's just the first half. Since it was my day to make copies, of course, it makes perfect sense that one of the copiers was unplugged and not working. Another copier, when I was using it, stopped working while I was using it. Perfect sense, right? And so Craig and I had to use the other copier. We had to share it. And I was running late, running short on time. This is a 6-station lab. Lots of work on dear old teacher. I'm exhausted. We have managed just barely to get through 2 stations. Everybody's had a chance to do the first station. The second station, in first block, everybody had a chance to do a role, either be the tester or the smeller. Second block, not everybody had a chance to do it. Most people had a chance to either be the tester or the smeller, but not everybody. So I'm telling you right now, since your class is shorter, because my students in second block were not writing quickly, because that makes all the difference, how fast we can write. And Ben's not showed up, neither is Colby. And I have my hair back in the ponytail so we can do this as fast as possible. What is it, Ethan? Yeah, the first one's gonna be cut. I hadn't even had time to write stuff on the board today. Part of what takes so long is all of your equipment has to be Lysol in between every step. Guys, if your parents know how or where to get Lysol spray, I need it tonight because I am blowing through Lysol. In between everybody, I'm having to Lysol those headphones. And I'm having to fold up headbands. I'm blowing through. So I went to Hobby Lobby with my husband last night after we did all the copies here and bought 16 headbands. And my first block students helped me make the headbands, and they're just put together with paper clips. Now we're doing the touch lab today, and we're doing the smell lab today. Unfortunately, in order to keep things as hygienic as possible, all the bandanas are sprayed with Lysol in between each person. Lysol has a smell, doesn't it? Yes. Yeah. So you're putting on a headband that already smells like Lysol. It's probably dry because, I mean, they've been drying for several minutes in between each person. But it's going to smell like Lysol. So you're putting something on your face that already has a smell. In one of your labs, you're trying to identify a smell from 10 feet out. And you're putting something on your face that already has a smell of Lysol on it. That's going to make it a little bit harder for you to smell something if you're already putting something on your face that has a smell of Lysol on it, isn't it? And one of the smells over here is Lysol. Makes it a little harder to identify. Now, the Lysol cotton ball, it smells really strong. In my students' last hour, they figured it out. I think they got within a foot of it before they figured it out. But the reason there's tape on the floor is each one of these stations have you comparing yourself as a human to another animal. The reason you have a water bucket is you're comparing yourself to a crocodile, because crocodiles have exceptionally good touch reception. And we're going to learn about crocodiles. And then you're comparing your touch reception to that of a crocodile. Okay. And we learned about the special touch reception of crocodiles, and we compare it to our own based on our perception. In order to do that, we have to block out some of our other receptors. Remember how we learned earlier, I think it was last week, that if we get rid of our visual sense, then our other senses get heightened, right? So crocodiles often do their hunting while they're underwater, right? They're not exactly swimming in the cleanest looking water, are they? So they're not relying upon their vision when they're hunting. So we're going to block our vision. And we're going to also block our hearing, which will make our touch more sensitive. Do I understand that? So we're kind of making ourselves like apes. But if we're being loud in here, it makes it harder for you guys to pick up information, because my second block got really loud. And my students that were trying to do the experiment could not detect the vibrations, because those things, they're not expensive. It's just foam blocking out sound. Would styrofoam do a good job of blocking out sound? Well, that's all they gave us. That's just styrofoam and those things to block out sound. They do a terrible job. We got lots of Lysol in them though. You're gonna go home smelling like Lysol. Trust me. Okay. Something else I can tell you to do off-brand Lysol. When it sprays, it comes out with this thick spray, and it takes a lot longer for it to dry. That Lysol brand, it sprays out real thin and it dries faster. Okay. So if you guys, if your parents know how to find Lysol brand, please get it. I need it tonight because I've gone through most of that can. And I'm going to need Lysol tomorrow too. Okay. And if you can get bandanas tonight, we have another lab where we're using bandanas tomorrow. We have 4 more labs tomorrow. Bless me tonight, because y'all gonna exhaust me again tomorrow. Valentine party and 4 labs. However it goes. Make it quick, because we don't have time for disruptions or side conversations or anything today. It's quick and is it on point? Okay, we got a lot to go. All right, we're starting out on page 9 in your notebook. Okay. Ben has not showed back up, and I really needed him here. All right, page 9, you're writing touch at the top. I'm going to take away more each day. Okay, at each person's table, you have not a packet because I didn't staple them together, but you have several pages, and it has to do with what all the stuff is that we're doing, all our stations. Okay, I don't have y'all traveling station to station. Germs, COVID, y'all might have heard of it. You know, these oh so comfy, lovely, glamorous things we have on our faces and all. Okay. Everybody, everybody in here, my goal, because everybody's done it all day. Everybody's going to have the opportunity to be a tester and a feeler. That's how we've done it all day long. For this touch station, everybody's going to be wearing a blindfold, and everybody's going to have the opportunity to wear the ear protection, is what they call them. Pretty much a piece of styrofoam over your ears. In between each person wearing it, I have to spray it with Lysol. Do not stick it on your head until I've sprayed it with Lysol. Got it? All those have been sprayed. They might be a little damp. I don't think Lysol bleaches hair. If it does, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. At least it's not Clorox. But they've been thoroughly sprayed with Lysol all day long. Got it? Trust me, you will go home smelling like Lysol today. I promise. Your blindfold, it smells like Lysol. Your ear protection, it smells like Lysol. You will go home smelling like Lysol today. Okay. I always smell like it, but you will go home smelling like it today. And yes, your hoodie, if you pull it down over your head far enough and you pull your mask up far enough, that would probably suffice for covering your eyes. Logan tried that earlier today. It worked as long as you cover your eyes. Okay, so yes, I'm giving y'all an idea. If you have on something that has a hood, wear that, pull your mask up. That would probably suffice as covering your eyes. But again, I'm going to have a tester and a feeler in each group, so we can't have everybody blind. All right, I can't have a room full of aces at one time. All right? I'm not going to have everybody running into everybody. But that keeps you from having to wear Lysol over your eyes. Yeah, you can pull yourself like that. All right. It keeps me from having to spray more Lysol. What is it, Brian?
Typically, all I need to do is just take these off.
No, because then you still see stuff. I need you not seeing stuff. I know, but I need you not seeing stuff. See, I can see everything's just blurry. I can't read. Yeah, that blocks. As long as it blocks. Okay. Yeah, we're not tasting anything. We do have a taste station, but it's not actually tasting things. And that's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be looking at what we call taste bumps. It's not actually tasting things, because I would totally turn into a sadistic teacher like I did a couple years ago, and I would give you disgusting things to taste because I'm that kind of person. I've done that before. Y'all be looking at those pictures and comparing that to other pictures. It's not actually tasting foods, because that's a taste station. You're looking at physically what we have on our tongue.
Nope, not every girl's it.
Because if I had you tasting stuff, I'd have you tasting spices, and I'd make sure I use some offensive spices.
I can bring
Ghost pepper stuff.
Wait,
I have ghost pepper at home.
I can bring black pepper.
No, we're not doing that though.
I have plenty of that.
All right, I want us to get to this, and if we're off topic, we're not going to get there. So I need everybody to see stuff so I can read to you the article and we can see the pictures first. Okay. Let me explain to you what we're going to do with the touch station, and then I'm going to read you the article. This table is going to come over here so I can record this, because today's Canvas recorded lesson is going to come from this class section, not first block. Okay. So the touch station, you guys all have this paper at your table. If you want to flip through, you have it at your table. I made this copy this morning. Touch station. This says read it as a group, so I'm going to read it to you. Each person will be a tester and a feeler at one time. 2 people will start in each group. The tester will cause the water to ripple. The feeler will use a sense of touch to detect ripples in the water. Before you begin, read the steps below. If you have questions, ask your teacher for help. If you're blindfolded and cannot remember the next step, your group member will help you. That's what the tester's job is, to help you. All right, the tester. So let's say Easton is our first feeler at table 1. Whoever the tester is going to fill up the eyedropper with water from the cup. Easton is going to have his hand. I need y'all to stop hitting the table. This is crucial today. Stop hitting the table. Stop kicking. It makes a difference. It doesn't matter. We're feeling for ripples in the tank. If you're bumping the desk, you're bumping the floor, you're kicking your legs, you're doing any of that, you're creating ripples in that tank. The filler The feeler is the person trying to feel ripples in the tank. If there's someone kicking, it's creating ripples in the tank. That's going to mess up this test. So y'all got to stop kicking. You got to be still. It matters this time. So Eason will put his hand in the water, not all the way to the bottom, but just in the water. And whoever the tester is, you guys get to decide who the tester is. That person's going to drop water in the eyedropper, and they're going to drop water, drop by drop, in the other side of the tank, not directly on Eason, not right next to Eason's hand, but on the other side of the tank. Understand? Eason is trying to feel for those ripples in the water. He's trying to be the crocodile. Okay? I would be terrible at this. I have something called neuropathy. I can't feel my hands very much. In fact, when I have blood draws and when I have IVs, I can't feel it. It's great. Until they start digging around in my arm. Then I can feel that because it's deep touch. Remember me telling you, you have different kinds of touch receptors? You have light touch, close to the skin. You have deep touch receptors, and you have temperature receptors. I can't really feel temperature either. I can't feel light touch. So taking blood, can't feel it. Getting shots, can't feel it. It's when someone starts digging around in my skin, which is deeper, I feel that. But it's great for somebody giving me a shot. I don't feel it. It's great. It's wonderful. Doesn't bother me one bit. So when I stuck my hand in the water earlier, squirting all the water I wanted, I can't feel it. I have neuropathy. That's why they did the surgery on me. It didn't really work. I still can't feel it. It's why I trip all the time. I can't feel my feet. If you can't feel your feet, you don't know where you are in space, where you are at the time, and you trip and you fall. That's why I fall so many times. That's why I had the surgery. Okay. You guys, whoever the feeler is, you're trying to be the crocodile. The reason I say the crocodile, let me read to you the article. Okay. So here's the picture of the crocodile. Tomorrow I will bring you a picture that I took of crocodile, the one that tried to get in the boat and eat Colby. Okay. So here are the receptors I'm about to read to you about. These. I have a better picture where you can see the receptors even better. These are the little receptors I'm about to read to you about. Sensory structures have substructures called sensory receptors that receive information about an environment and send it to the animal's brain. A crocodile has a very sensitive sense of touch. Researchers have found that the tiny bumps on a crocodile's skin are covered in touch receptors. This makes the crocodile skin more sensitive to touch than a human fingertip. A crocodile has thousands of these tiny bumps on its head alone. These structures help a crocodile detect tiny ripples in the water and to help find its prey. An animal that swims anywhere near a crocodile is likely to become lunch. How well do you think you can detect small ripples in the water? So I can tell you, first block, Michaela and Maya did a great job of feeling the ripples. The rest of the students didn't really feel them so well. But Maya, at her table, she was the only one that could really feel them very well. Michaela could feel them really well. The rest of the class, not so much. Second block, a lot of people could feel it. Let's see what you guys can do. Okay, so take the cup off the side, put it to the side, put the papers to the side. Don't get water on the papers because we have to use the papers again tomorrow. Take the lid off your tub. Don't spill it. Remember, we don't need you guys getting up and moving around because that's going to cause vibrations that will affect the outcome for everyone in here. All right. Parker, come here. Bring your, oh, you don't have, oh yeah, you do. You can pull that up and pull that down. Pull that up over your eyes. This up. Yeah, over your glasses. Yeah, come sit.
Nice glasses.
Right here.
Yep, sit. You're gonna be the one that drops in the water. Put your hand in the water. I'm warning you, it's cold. Trust me, my hands had so much Lysol on, I'm surprised I have any skin left on it. Well, one person has had their face blinded about something.
The band is sitting.
You don't have a hood?
All the way. Come on, put it in. God, it's not.
How far does he have to put it in, Missy? How far does he have to put it in?
I can't
You
see.
can put it in flat like that so that it's right.
I feel like I'm gonna get my jacket wet.
Okay, halfway. Ready?
Can you see through it?
Can you see through that?
Wait, this? No,
Sure.
No,
Have
fingers.
a blindfold over you.
I can't see much. I used to, with my other
Much. You're not supposed to see it all.
I can't see.
Okay, look away then.
I can see light, but I can't see in dark places.
Okay, halfway, straight out.
Try
And
to
you're straight.
All
Ready?
right, can you see or do you need the headband?
Did you feel that?
No.
No Lysol?
You feel it?
Very clean, doesn't it? Very clean.
I just felt that.
Lots of Lysol. Lots of Lysol. All right, one headband.
Yeah, I felt
I'm not
that.
using my least hand. Well, Baba bend it out.
I felt it.
Wait, what hand do I use?
I felt it.
Which hand do I use?
It's Lysol clean.
Right, come on.
Okay.
Okay, time's up.
Okay.
Demonte's next.
Why does my hand feel weird?
Because she said it's cold.
Well, I could be mean and do right.
Use your weak hand to hold it. Behind, put your weak, no. Put your weak hands behind him. And hold down.
Y'all put my hand in the water now.
Oh, Dimaji, I'll do the hand.
It's about to get really cold. Okay, halfway.
It's cold.
Right there.
You're gonna be
I'm the tester,
I don't
remember?
feel it. I feel it.
Are you doing it?
No, it's not recording. Don't move your hand. Don't move your hand.
Do you feel it?
I feel it.
Okay. I felt it.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Are you feeling the ripples?
Yes.
Does it feel refreshing, the water?
Yes, and it feels weird. It feels weird.
It's not exactly warm, is it?
I feel the ripples.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
So you're a good crocodile. You would not starve to death. Oh, you're not supposed to do it over hand. You're supposed to do it away from his hand.
I mean, they can't feel it unless it's away.
Oh,
Look, see?
I can feel it away.
I still feel it.
Yeah.
I still feel it.
Comes
Okay.
to him.
Where is it coming from?
Wait, sorry. Sorry, taking my banana.
My turn.
Okay, can I?
I'm gonna do it.
Test
You can both do it.
Okay. Take your glasses.
I'm trusting you with my glasses.
You lose them?
I killed them. Okay, Brian, be a man.
I forgot to give you guys the ear things.
Oh, you gotta redo it now. She forgot the hearing. She forgot the hearing. You gotta redo it now. They gotta redo it. They gotta redo it.
All right, class. Guys, stop all the noise. I forgot to give you this part. It's supposed to be quiet when you do it.
It's not quiet either.
Okay. They're very cheap. They're too cheap. Dimaji, I'll do you next.
Mine, I work these.
Remember, in between people, I gotta spray them. That one you got to put together. You broke it.
Okay, Demise is going first.
So do I go first? Can I do the Marzian? I think the
No, I'm the tester. Y'all gotta redo. Whatever.
I'm gonna use this one because I really need this. Oh,
sick boy. Can I do you for the tester?
Y'all will both do me after.
Hey, you should close your eyes.
No.
Oh, where's your headphone? I'll put the headphone through.
hold up. I'm not using bandana anymore.
Double ears.
You guys double it.
Double. You have to double.
Put it over your ears.
Put
Put it over your ears.
Yeah, put that. No, wrong hand. Or the. Yes, do it. Demazier.
I feel it on my head.
What? Really?
Yes.
Are you crying?
No. I feel it on my face.
Because I think you're crying. It's in your hair.
My hair's wet.
Yeah. So, Miss Vandenberg. Oh, can you pour it?
Vandenberg, this is so fun.
Okay, me now.
No.
After this one, it's me now.
Feel it on my face.
Why are you crying?
Feel it on my face.
Get your hand up.
Feel it on my face.
Because you're crying.
I felt it on my face.
Miss Vandenberg, why did you do that?
Why do I feel it on my face?
Parker, you're done. Sit.
Don't try to kill me. Don't try to kill me on my face.
I don't know.
Take a seat. Take a seat. No, this is coming off. You are going to swear. Sit. Sit.
Help me. Brian is trying to hurt me.
All right, here's this. Please don't get water on my computer. Let it dry. The way I've been telling people to do it all day is do this.
Do what?
Come on, I gotta let it dry. All right.
I can taste the Clorox. I want to do this.
Stand up. And straight.
I need
And
headphones.
straight.
No, not yet.
You're gonna hold it.
With this.
You're gonna hold your hand in there while
Yay! God, it's cold. When did I get my headphones? Put the headphones on.
Najee, I'm sorry, I have to use this.
Wait, why didn't you not have a red one?
How about Demazier uses it this round and I use it next round? Okay. Where are my headphones?
Why didn't you use this one?
Grab another one if you need it.
Hey, when you
He needs to hold on to this.
hey, I can see it on. I can see it on this.
Oh yeah.
You don't share the bandanas. I have enough for one per person if y'all all need them. Keep your own bandana because we're going to use it for the smell lab too. Yeah, keep it for yourself for today.
Is this in here?
Bandana, go grab it if you need one. breath.
Yeah, I can.
He's full like me. This
All right,
feels
I
good.
am talking now.
Somebody say I can
Talking
hear you.
down.
Can you feel it?
No.
Hi.
Why did he just do that? Let me try. I saw that.
You saw that?
No, I mean I hear.
You can't hear either.
Yes, I can hear.
Hold that, Demazi.
I felt it. It was right over here.
No, you can't see.
Feels like saying, I see. Well, I
No,
see
you
you.
can't see. Can't see now. Parker, you cannot see.
Yes, I can.
You can.
No.
How many fingers am I holding up?
4.
We still have another lab to go.
Okay, he's
Okay.
done.
Guys, remember we have to keep track on our time because we still have another whole lab to go and you have questions to answer.
Okay, let me try. Brian, give me the thing.
I didn't do it.
Wait,
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
yes, no, we did it. I didn't do it.
Now, Miss Vanderberg, when I do this, I want you sitting here so they don't do anything. That they'll regret.
Oh, can me and can do
If you put a thing in my hair or on my face, Alex.
Yeah, let's just make sure we're just putting it in your box the thing in the water.
Well, why do you feel like I was?
Don't do that because it makes the water bounce.
Thanks for putting water in.
Yeah, let's still do that.
Yeah, I have water in mine.
I didn't do it.
I put one drop in there.
Oh, can you put, can someone put more water in my hair? Where do I jam my hair?
Just for Mila?
No, not just hold them so they don't get wet.
Oh.
Because they'll.
Yeah, that's for her. He was just being so nice. That's for her.
It's too wet still.
I know, that's why you gotta wait it.
Yeah, that's why you have to dry it.
I've been doing this all day.
Wait. I'm wearing yours. Brian, do not do that. I got Evans.
Really?
Look at him. Hands are tied. Alright, I'll hold him.
Okay.
You wear them again, I'll smack them up.
Okay, so
Put them
first,
down.
first job I do it, the second job.
That's what I have.
Do you want to do first or second job?
First.
I swear to God, it's
We got the tester last time, right?
All that up.
How can you tell if you couldn't see? How could you tell if you couldn't see?
Look me in the eyes and take a mask off. Look me in the eyes and take a mask off. Brian,
All right, if y'all are all done, oh, you still gotta do yours. Oh, Strata.
Brian, put them in.
Brian,
If you down.
put your mask over your lips.
No, he can see it.
All right, does anybody else need me to spray their headphones?
Come on, get.
He said you don't have to share.
Huh?
You don't have to share.
Huh?
He can't see. Put them on his eyes. He looks like a Among Us character.
I got this.
Among Us character.
You guys have both used it, right? Very smooth.
Hand in there.
No, God, put your hand in it.
Parker! That's the Magie.
That's your hand. That's your hand. You gotta put your hand in the.
Demozier.
Yes, you gotta put your hand in the water.
I know. Let me front myself.
Well, you did it to us. You forced us. You do the first drop.
It is soothing. Oh,
What?
Ryan, do you feel it?
3, 2, 1, go!
not on your hand. Over here.
Okay, all that talking, I need stopped.
Demozier.
No.
Did you put one in?
Yes.
I just did.
On the side.
Yeah, I did on the sides. I did on the right side.
Do another.
Gordon was here checking. There's nothing on your arm. That's cheating, cheater.
Demozier.
Right.
Brian Tidwell.
Parker Yates.
Well,
Parker.
Stop looking.
you.
Stop playing or you'll be seated and both of you will lose points.
I did nothing. Paper's
I'm
wet.
knocking both of you when I get to my seat.
Hey, tell me if you feel it. Did you feel it?
I can't see you.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you feel it?
Do another.
Ryan, do you feel it?
Do it closer to my hand.
That wasn't even one.
Parker Yates.
That wasn't me. That was her.
No, it wasn't.
There's no water. There wasn't water.
Backward.
Try that.
Demozier.
Wait.
I
did
saw
this.
you.
You didn't put it on your arm.
You
What's
guys
wrong?
have 3 more minutes to finish.
It's your time is up, Brian. What did I do to
You
you?
have 3 more minutes to finish this.
Come on. Brian?
All right, we finished over here?
Yes.
All right, have a seat. Go sit.
Headphones.
Stop. Don't. Have a seat. Have a seat. Has everybody at this table had their turn? Well, he's not going to be able to since it's so far. We have a problem with spilling stuff, be it his milk. This morning it was some kind of syrup all over the place. We have an issue with spilling, and Miss Vandiver generally is the one that cleans it up. So you're just not going to. All right. Has every table, everybody other than Sir Legend had a chance with it?
Yes.
Y'all said no. Because we're not going to have time to do the smell test. You're slinging water over there. No. Look at that. Now go get paper towels and clean up. All right, headphones. Stop talking. No, hold on to it. I have 5 headphones. Where's my 6th? If it was one time spilling milk, it'd be one thing, but it's been multiple times. Okay. So So in your notebook, page 9, I'm going to zoom in. At the sense station, the touch sense station, did you sense station as a sense information as a human the same way the animal, the crocodile, did?
Kind of, yeah.
If not, what can the animal sense that you cannot? Nope, you're answering it on number 1 on your paper. Number 2 question says, what sensory structure helped you sense the information that you just felt? How is your sensory structure different from the crocodile's sensory structure? Write down your answer. Number 3 question says, how does sensing this information help the animal? We're talking about the crocodile. So how does that great sensory ability of the crocodile help that crocodile? Ripples. Everybody answered all three questions. Awesomeness. So your next one, turn the page, the sense would be smell. Smell. Hello. Pour out the water. Just pour it out the pipette. And bring the cup and the pipette over here, please. Okay, so our next one. Everybody answered all three questions for touch, right? Awesomeness. And the next one you set up by writing smell right here, yes? Awesome. So here's our background information for smell. Dogs have a great sense of smell thanks to the sensory receptors in their noses. Sensory structures have substructures called sensory receptors that receive information about an environment and send it to an animal's brain. Dogs learn more about their environment through smell than through their other senses. A dog can have up to 300 million odor receptors in its nose, while a human has only about 5 million. So a dog has 60 more than we have. 5 into 300 is 60, right? So a dog has 60 times more odor receptors in its nose than a human does. So they smell 60 times more acutely than us. Dogs with big, long noses tend to have the best sense of smell. But even dogs with tiny noses have a much better sense of smell than humans do. Can you sense the direction of an odor without moving your head? Dogs can. They can use each nostril separately to sniff out an odor. Most dogs use their noses to tell where other dogs have been or to find the bones they have buried. But dogs can be trained to use their amazing noses in many other ways. They can sniff out drugs or explosives. They can find people in search and rescue efforts. They can even detect medical problems such as diabetes or cancer. Guys, dogs can smell a seizure before it occurs. My dog can smell when I'm having a migraine. She knows. Apparently there's a smell to it because Cookie knows. And she's very persistent. She comes and sticks her hand, her head underneath my hand, constantly doing this. I'm like, will you quit? Because you know the wet nose thing, I kind of don't want it done, you know. But she knows. She could smell it. There are dogs for people that have epilepsy, and they will come and because they smell a seizure coming on, and they will come and lay with their owner, their person that has seizures. And sometimes they will go and notify another person to come get another person to help their owner that's about to have a seizure. They can smell all those things before they occur. So in this lab, you're comparing yourself to a dog. Okay. We don't have time for everybody to be the dog. We might not even have time for everybody to be the tester or the dog. We're going to try to get everybody to have a role. Try is the best we can do because we're running out of time. I'm not going to drive you guys all home. Not happening. Okay. We're going to do as many people as we can. Okay. Sir Legend's going to be my first person over here. He's going to be at this station with this bag. So Sir Legend will come over here. That would be most helpful. Kalia, you're going to be my first puppy dog over here at 10 feet. So Sir Legend, I want everybody to watch what Sir Legend's going to help us with. He's going to get back there with the bag. The bag is 1 foot behind the first tape line. And we know it's 1 foot because it's a full tile. Each tile's a foot, right? It made it easy for me to mark these out. You got to push your chair and see. There's if you push it. Take everything off because it was talking about this morning. The yardstick and measure it down. I'm like, okay, forget that. I got tiles in here. They're all foot. You make this easy. So I literally went out this morning, first block. I was setting up this lab yesterday. Going up to school. I was setting up lab when I got home from school. My husband set up the visual labs. Tomorrow, when we do the visual one, the one that senses our sight, that's comparing us to a cat. Because cats have really cool eyes. But for sniffers, we're comparing ourselves to dogs. Okay. So he's going to be a foot behind that first tape line. What he's going to do is he's going to open up the bag. He's going to have it open towards the first puppy dog. Okay. The person that's testing first, the first puppy dog, is going to be standing behind the 10-foot line. Okay. The first person testing is going to have their mask below their nose because the mask does block the sense of smell. And we are trying to give ourselves a fair chance, right? You got to get your feet up to the tape line. You're not trying to do yourself extra hard here. Okay. So she's going to try to smell that. She's not trying to go for the other scents because we're going to have 3 of them going at one time. I can only have 3 going at one time because it gets more confusing if you have 4 different scents in here at one time. Okay. And I try to choose 3 that are different because I have 11 different scents and some of them are similar. So this one smells different than the one over there by my bathroom, which smells different than the one by my front door. Okay. Because I have some that are similar. Some of them are pungent, some of them are sweet. I have to choose 3 that are pretty sweet this time. Because I have one that smells like vinegar. And it ain't so good. And I put that up for 2 people, 2 groups. I did not put that out in the 3rd block. Somebody in 1st block said they never smelled it before. I'm like, you never dyed Easter eggs? Really? You dye Easter eggs, you mess with vinegar. So vinegar is not out for my 3rd block, okay? Very well. All right. So my person is testing, which is Sir Legend. He's going to pick up the card so he knows what the smell is. Okay. He's testing her to see if she can guess what the smell is. At 10 feet, you're going to see if you can smell it because he's got the bag open. And it's open towards her. You might smell it at my table over here too. Okay, can you smell it? I know you can. Okay, then you're going to walk up to the 5-foot mark. All right. Amaya, pull your bandana down, get to the 10-foot mark. Jay,
Teachers and students, please let me have your attention for a couple of announcements. If you have any students that ride bus 306, bus 614, we'll be transporting those students this afternoon. If you have any students that ride bus 642, those students will need to report to the auditorium. Bus 436 will be returning to transport those students home. Bus 642 needs to go to the auditorium. Bus 306 will be bus 614 today. Bus 26 is going to be bus 647.
647 is loading time, bus 26 today.
Okay. Bus 6, if you ride bus 647, you'll be on bus 26 today. If you ride bus 647, you will be on bus 26 today. Also, no track practice today, so please, if you will plan on staying after for track practice, please go home today. No track practice today. Also, students, if you have not turned in your fundraiser, please, that is a must. Tomorrow is the last day. Please get that fundraiser form please get those returned tomorrow and get them turned in to your teachers. Boys and girls, tomorrow will be the last day of school this week for all of our students, and we will be out for winter break on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Students will return on the 18th. Thank you, and have a great day.
Lincoln, put a bandana on, go to the 10-foot mark.
Also, middle school students, if you have any devices, please return those to Miss O'Neill. If you borrowed any devices this morning, please return those to Miss O'Neill. Thank you.
Nope, Trey, take the bandana off, you're at the door. Yeah, you gotta open up the bag. You gotta open up the bag. Open it towards Amaya. Amaya, 10 feet, can you guess what the smell is? Trey, open up the bag towards Lincoln. Okay, walk to the 1-foot mark.
I'm getting hit by it right here. I'm getting hit by something. I don't know what it is.
Kalia, you're supposed to have your eyes blocked.
Oh,
Yeah. Make sure his nose working. If you can't get her to 10 feet, you go to 5 feet. And then you go to 1 feet.
what if you guys never follow me?
Then you go right up to it.
What if you can't sniffle?
Then you got a problem. You might have a cold or allergy.
Well, I'm definitely doing it in the winter. If we're doing it in the summer, I'm referring to allergy.
If you can't smell it at 10 feet, you go to 5 feet. Then you go to 1 feet.
Yes.
I've got lots of people in here sitting down. You can help her get to the 5-foot mark. Still don't know it? Get right up to it. Snip the back. What is it, Sir Ledger? What? Yeah, you don't know what it is? Like you never been to a doctor's office?
I went to one, but I knew.
That's rubbing alcohol. You know?
It's something you they rub you before you get a shot. Yeah.
I give myself shots.
But I never smell. Can I do it? I want to.
Hey, look, yeah, that was it. Mind blowing. I give myself shots.
Oh, I think this smell. It smells like toothpaste.
Go sit, Goofy.
Can I be the dog?
All right, come be the dog. Chase, right there. Ava. Here.
Hi, Chase.
Chase, go sit.
I'm gonna ask if when
Open it up. Yeah, if y'all can read it. Guys, are we not done over there yet?
Where's the?
Put it right up to her nose.
Where's the?
I want to be the.
All right, guys, can y'all help guide him? Oh, we got lots of people to help.
All right, bring
Back
it
up,
in.
back up. There you go. Now, go.
Wait, I want to be the. You see him. Where's the?
Oh, you alright, Trey?
Trey, are you bleeding? Yeah, that box will hurt you. Yeah. Can I have my card back in my bag? I'll reset for another person. I need my card too. Try not to kill yourself.
He had his nose covered.
What?
He had his nose covered.
No.
Oh, you have okay. Yeah. Got it.
Here's the door. Okay, here's dog. Teacher has a sense of humor. You're over there, 10 feet away. Oh, it does. The line rubbed off on this bag. It doesn't smell like my mouthwash now. Here, give me that one with you.
That would be. Question. Why did you guys say it's the first dog? I want to be the dog. Landon will be the tester. I'll be the dog. Stop showing me.
Landon. This can be our last session. We're on last session. Wait. You go fast.
Looks like it's going to rain.
Probably. Guys, we don't have time for everybody to go, and in fact, I have more people going in this class than I had going first or second. At the door?
I like that one by the door. They made it to a
You say for people. Smell it.
I still get
Apple cider.
it is different than that.
What? The peach one smells nasty because it's one layer, one or two drops smells good, but a whole bunch of drops smells nasty. You get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah, a bunch of people in first block did not smell it. I'm like, what is wrong with you? How do you not smell that?
What is it?
Vinegar.
I hate the smell. If that's excited,
We're out of time.
if you give me a bag of vinegar, I can tell what it is.
All right, I need my friends seated. I need all my bags closed up all the way, and I need my cards. Guys, I had more people participate in this lab in third block than I had in first and second block, probably combined.
What?
some more of you had opportunity to do this than my first and second block did. So you're welcome. You guys had opportunities they didn't get. Okay, so now we have to go through and answer the questions. All right. The dogs had 300 million receptors, humans 5 million receptors. So here are your blanks for your 1, 2, and 3 questions. And it's using the same 3 questions, but you're answering them on page 2 related to humans versus dogs. And it's not talking about touch, it's talking about smell. So at the sense station, did you as a human sense information the same way the dog did? If not, what can the dog sense that you cannot? Okay, that's your first question. That's what you have to write down. This is worth 6 points. Yes, Addison.
What if we didn't get
It's okay. You got the idea of it from reading the article and from watching other people. Okay, we don't have time for the extra talking, so I have to go around and grade everybody's paper too. That's why people were running late, leaving out from second block, was they were having to answer all these and I didn't let them leave. Otherwise, I got a lower grade until they got them all answered. Get it done. Number 2, what sensory structure helps you sense this information? How is the sensory structure in the animal different from your own sensory structure? In other words, what do we learn about the dog that makes its nose different from our nose? Then that number 3 question, how does that dog nose, the fact that it's so sensitive, how does that help the dog? All right, I'm gonna walk around and take the headbands off of you. Because I gotta spray them again with Lysol. Stop talking. Feel like your head's a little bit moved now, got a bend down. Sorry, but y'all about to get fumed out by Lysol.
Okay.
I feel like I'm flushing on Lysol. Right there.
Right there.
Right. Bananas. Need my bananas? Banana. One table is nice. There'd be no germs. Oh, you do. This one table is so strong with Lysol today. The one with the Lysol. I need some of the Lysol somewhere.
Oh, now my
It'd be
hair.
hot. It'd be strong with Lysol.
My hair looks like
Here, get those 2 desks. And then those bring Lysol. That's why I even debated Clorox and different sprays. Don't need to keep saying it. All right, answer all those questions. Those 3 questions, I'll come around and grade it in just a moment. What am I? Get it done. No, it's not to help you. How does it help the dog? Come on, Amaya, get it done. Dude, your backpack. Oh. Stack of papers on the desk because we're gonna need these tomorrow. Okay, so leave these. There's a stack of these at every table, other than this table, and I have theirs over by me. So leave this at your desk, okay? Have an empty desk at your table, leave it there. You gotta go. Come on, Maya, right now you're at a 5 out of 6. Now the lab was worth 10, and everybody in here, other than a little playing with this group, everybody did pretty well. So everybody in here earned a 10 out of 10 for the lab performance. The written part was worth 6. Question point per question. I am still at a 5, trying to catch up. There you are. Guys, what purpose would a dog have if they have to smell things really well? How would that help a dog? It can find its family. What else can it do?
It can find its way back.
It can find its way back. It can find
Other animals.
It can find other animals. It can find food. It can look out for danger. Right? It's not so it can smell other noses. All right, pack up. Let's go. It's 3:21. Landon and Trey, I need y'all going. I'm not going to do the pencil thing today because normally that'd be Thursday evening. I'm giving everybody, every 4th grader, a Valentine's Day present. I need help. I'll just grab it. Guys, the papers that I copied, that took me minutes to do. I need the papers on the table. Yay, get your notebook. Brian, get your notebook. Brian, low. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Because it's 3:45 and I don't want the buses leaving you. Let's go.